And it still takes preparing to stream. Okay.
Okay, someone with it doesn't. Okay, got it. We want to leave the meeting because you're live streaming it, then we can. That's why it does that, I guess. In case we're bashful.
Hello.
Hello.
Okay, I'm trying to see which one is, because last time when
Hello.
Okay, hello.
Hello.
Okay. Okay, God is saying, okay. Okay, I need to know which one works and which one not, because it always give me, oh, this one, okay.
Come on.
Okay, this one is okay. Okay, can you hear me?
Yes.
Yeah. Nice and clear.
God, hallelujah. Okay. Hallelujah.
Hallelujah.
Okay, Kathy's on board. All
Hello,
right.
Kathy.
Right.
Come on now.
Hi all, hope you all having a blessed, yes, we are having a fantastic, I'm having a fantastic day. Oh my
Good.
goodness, so it's so good to see each and every one of you today. And I'm so, yeah, I did miss last week. I wasn't, again,
We missed you.
I know you guys had a wonderful time with, sharing with one another. And I saw, I bet, was that the video you shared?
It was actually the same one, but it so impressed me that, you know, when I was praying about really what to share, that I thought I'm going to put that on.
It is so beautiful. And I like the fact that, I guess let's do the, we have to do
disclaimer. Yeah.
Disclaimer, yes, let's do the disclaimer. Yeah, share screen. So let me share the screen for disclaimer. Okay. All right. So Healy, so here is a.
Come on.
Are you talking to your? Yeah.
I'm talking to my cat.
Okay. Okay. I look like who's talking again? Okay. So if you guys can all see, okay, here is Healy disclaimer, and I encourage each one of us every time that we are on or sharing with someone to make sure that we kind of back ourselves up with with that. So Healy is a microcurrent medical device that has been cleared by the U.S. Food and Drug Administration only for local relief of acute, chronic, and arthritis pain and muscle soreness due to overexertion. Healy also has non-medical applications that use individualized microcurrent frequency, IMF, to harmonize your bioenergetic field. Always use your Healy in accordance with its instruction for use. Okay, I'm going to stop there, but we all know that, yes, we know what we are up to in making sure that we are in compliance. So we share that just to make sure that everyone is in the same page, okay? And also helps us to not only to cover ourselves, but also to protect the company that we become a part of. So, yeah, so awesome. I know that Dan was sharing something. So what you guys did last week, I really enjoyed. Again, I want to welcome Yvette is on board and Kathy is on. Yvette. Thank you. And I apologize the fact that I was not here last week, but I enjoyed the session that you guys had, and of course the video that Julie, that's what I was talking about. That video is so awesome. I actually, when immediately I put it on, so I lay on the floor. It's like it was like me, it's like you taking your daily meal for myself. It was really. I could, my body began to, it's like, you know how when you have a sense of like goosebump, but it began like that. I felt this goosebump when I was when I was vibrating this, and as I lay flat on the floor, so that is just so amazing resource that you sent to us, and I appreciate that. So anyway, yeah, go ahead.
Well,
go ahead.
Can I just say that I didn't realize, but on the page where it shows what it is, it says do this. I don't know whether it's 100 times, but do it and it will really get into you. I'm paraphrasing what they said. So I mean, I think I'm encouraged by what you've just said. I'm going to try and do it more then. I played it a few times, but it's meant to be that affirmation that it just gets into you. So
yes.
And I also noticed that they've got a whole lot more on that channel. There's a whole lot more under that.
Oh, that I play. Oh, I have to go and actually check it out. I have to go and check it out.
It was amazing. The frequency and the resonance. You could say there was a kind of there was an energy and a vibration, wasn't there? Really?
Definitely.
Yeah.
Yes. So yes, I really, so good. It was so good. And that's the privilege that we have as as a group, that we're able to get some resources from different places and share and enrich each one of us. So I appreciate that. So today I think we want to begin with just sharing. I had a young lady, actually she bought hers like at the beginning of the actually by the end of July, but because of where she wasn't able to get it until until this week. So I spent time yesterday really coaching her on how to use it, and answer some of the questions that she has. And I wanted also to kind of pass it out for a lot of there's people that I found out that their system are not working. And if you know anyone that they're not using the Healy they spend money on, that's the one thing, that you actually spend money to buy this. And it is needful that you actually use it. And it's not by one-time use.
No.
It's like you say, you just think about it like eating food, and I probably have said it before. You don't eat food one day, I say, oh, that's it. And if next tomorrow you're feeling hungry, like, why is it that the food I ate yesterday, why am I so hungry? This is about a lifestyle. This is about a lifestyle, being able to take control of your life, your health, your well-being. And to do that, you don't just do it once or twice, and I'm just gonna put it up in a shelf. So if there's any problem, I know that some people have an issue with before I open it, I know some people have an issue because because we put it on our body, which I do quite often. It's so not too long, the serial number start washing out, and I don't know if you have noticed it.
Oh, right.
Yes. Yes, if it's touching your body for many years, if it's touching your body, especially without because for us who have the
coil,
so it doesn't touch the body. But I have two people that they didn't have washed out, and they can't really access it anywhere, and their device are not reading it. But there's still other ways, because when we got and I think you probably know, when you get your Healy, the box itself also has that. So I was telling the person, like, there is something, just save it here. You can go back there. Of course, now I don't know if it's something that, because I have two people that's going on with now, and the person now, one has to at least ask, because hers not coming on at all anymore. So it's to request a replacement. But if you having difficulty, if you also washed out, or you haven't, don't put it on a shelf. That's why we have a group. That's why we have each other. Ask God, what can I do? So and so we can, at least we may not, like Julie is an expert, like she's able to research and do all this and bring to us, but we may not, even if we don't know it, we search for it, or we ask other people, and by at least by golly, we will get some answer and within ourselves and other people as we seek for assistance. So I encourage you to do that. I think Kathy had written something, and I want to Okay, so let's see if we can address and see what
Oh,
okay. I've been dealing with okay. Okay, hold on, let me mind
sure.
because of possible tooth or jaw or okay, says again, I'm frozen. Yeah, okay. Because of possible tooth or jaw infection. Jaw, not jaw. Yeah, jaw. Yeah, okay. Okay, you are jaw, yes. Okay. Um, I don't know if anybody else has something, but what I won't really say that because there is a frequency that deals with your jaw pain and all those things. But also, if there is a problem like your tooth, they say there's the tooth need to be extracted or need to be taken out, is infected. It is needed. It is necessary that you actually take that out. It's like, if it's because if there's an infection in that particular place and you're applying the healing, so I mean it's working, but I think if you're able to address that particular issue of if it's a tooth like last time, let me just finish. You need to address that particular issue so that the healing process can actually take place. If there's a bigger issue that needs to be removed, you need to do that as well. But I don't think that um that healing will not, your healing is dependent on one particular, or one particular reason, you know what I'm saying? So it's not like if I have a pain in my hand, it can't heal because I have something else, happening. So I don't know if I'm making sense, but if somebody want to chime in so that we can just kind of work it out and see, why you're using the mental stuff, why you're dealing with I was listening this week about someone asking question, even like for learning anything that has to do with your brain. That's the one you will use your electrode closer to there and run those things, over and over, and and whatever other resources that you can use to help your body heal it, so let me hear if somebody else has some can chime in on that.
Well, I just know way back when I first started using it, they had a guy give a testimony that he had hurt his shoulder at work. And so he went home and he ran the pain and it didn't subside. And he's like, well, what's going on? So then he did the analysis, all Healy, and what came up was migraine. And he said, that I never had a migraine in my life, so that can't be it. And so, but he thought, well, migraine, but his pain was gone. So we don't always know what's connected to what.
Yes.
Sometimes there's underlying things, and we don't know what it is. But a lot of times the Healy is very intuitive.
Yes.
So I would say to her to analyze what she's doing, to see that maybe, like you said, maybe she needs to do some of the learning things, because the patterns in the neurological pathways are controlled by the brain. So I don't know, but I think that it would be wise of her to check it out and just do what the Healy tells her.
Yeah. And I'm not quite sure, Kathy, if you can write some of the program you're running. Like if for migraine, people, even like things for migraine, do you know that migraine has to deal with your liver issue? So migraine has to do with liver. So sometimes you're working on that migraine, but okay. Tooth exclusive. That's what I just wondering. Okay, I understand that she's just saying she's wondering. I understand that she's not, she's just wondering, it could it be we don't know, it could be any, I mean, like what Diane is saying, it could be and anything. It could be liver, it could be any other stuff that is just working, with your brain function.
Yeah, because everything,
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean,
so it wouldn't hurt for her to run it.
yes.
I'm sorry, did I talk over you? I'm sorry.
No, you can't help it. It's a pause, because it's sometimes you get to break, in the transmission. So then it seems like the person stopped, but it's just the way it is.
Okay, Kathy is saying that her blue dot. Okay, so that's one of the reasons, because she can't do analysis. Her blue dot is actually not working at the moment. Kathy, there's any way we can, I know that you don't have access, but if there's any way I can help you, because that's what happened to one of our, family member, is that for weeks, actually, the blue app has not been working. I worked with the person last Sunday, and then was able to get it to work. So we may just kind of maybe have to
Troubleshoot.
troubleshoot, do one-on-one,
Yes.
or if you want to go with what is that? Mr. Perez, who actually walks you through that, so we can do that. But also as a community, it could be something that if you have access to our Kathy, are you a part of our Telegram? Can you put that question so we can at least type something or bring something that I've heard that have been what have worked for many people, and see if we can type it there for you or put it there for you. So I don't know, are you a part of the Telegram team group? See if she can respond. If you can respond to that, then we can. I know I can get some stuff and put there for as it relate to the blue app, blue dot. So because that's what Diane was talking about is really critical, because you'll be able to do an analysis on your body and then see what area to focus on. All right.
Oh, no. Part of the Telegram. You know what else? So she could do is we could do an analysis on her, because of the quantum physics. I mean, I've done analysis over.
Okay, and she says she's not a part of our Telegram group. So, but we many of us are like in the gazillion Telegram group. If you want to join us, you can join us, and then we can put that there. Kathy, she said, "Oh, call you after the meeting." Okay, you can call me. Yes, Kathy, you can call me after the meeting. Okay.
I think she's the one that Destiny was working with, and
no. She Kathy is actually, I think Kathy met with Destiny. I think she already had her Healy when they met. So that's So Kathy, we are all from different, so we don't really, it's just whoever you connect with, whatever so if I can send you, what she said, can you type, what do you want? So
somebody's phone number.
Okay, okay, I can put my phone number for her. Okay. So, yeah.
The other thing that's come to my mind, would you have, Kathy, that other app or advisor app, which you can put in the complaint or the body ailment or whatever, and it can also comes up then with quite a lot of choice of different programs. I don't know if you have that app.
Let's see.
The Healy Advise. It's similar.
That's.
Yes,
I do. Okay. Yeah. So now you can. Yeah. What Julie is saying, you can actually type whatever it is. Oh no, but what she's needing assistance is getting her blue app work. So she can do an analysis. So it's not really.
But she could still run the pink dot app, though, couldn't she?
Right. So
if she puts in, just say I put in, I don't know, feeling nauseous or whatever, You know, it might come up with quite a lot on the pink app as well.
Okay, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yes,
But I know, but she does need the other one. Does your Kathy? Does your screen turn blue? Because I had that a few weeks ago where it was just a blank blue screen for a little while. I don't know if that happens to you. No.
Okay, I just give her my stuff. Anyway, so
Doesn't give up. Okay.
Yeah. So let me see. Anybody have specific things you want to share today? Then before I look at some other stuff.
Could I ask a question for a friend, please?
Yes.
I've been able to share some of the videos of Healy to this friend when I met for coffee, and I wanted to share it because our husband for many, many years is in agony, and this pain that he's in is not coming. It's not from an ailment. It's from his brain. His brain is telling he's got pain, but he hasn't. There's nothing wrong with him. I haven't worked out what the name of that thing is. So I need to ask her feedback, what she thinks about the Healy. But I mean, wouldn't it be a wonderful testimony? He got help. So I don't know if any of you have got any idea what might help.
Okay, you're saying that he doesn't have a really a sickness, but his thinking process is really what is telling him. You say his brain.
Well, his brain is his brain. I don't know if he's thinking pain. His brain is. It is. There is a name for it, and I need to find it out. But he's in agony. You can hardly sleep in the night. It's been like that for years. So therefore, you could say, oh well, he's in pain. Run the pain program. But I don't think that would work. You see.
Yeah, because there's no.
Yeah. It's specific. Yeah, it's too specific, right?
Yes.
To what?
That's right.
So there isn't one.
Yes, I mean, I need to Google it and find out.
Okay, I think what did you say, Kat? What did you say?
We're getting a bit of pause and freezing.
Okay, so who's freezing? Okay, so what I was wondering is, did you say you want to search on Google and said brain pain? I mean, I don't know what to use.
Yeah, I mean, I need to ask my friend. There is a name, and he goes to a support center, residential. You know, because
okay,
you know, I mean, it really is debilitating. He is mobile to a point, but he's so in pain, and I'm thinking. So his wife, a friend of mine, was so, you know, hungry. I mean, so open when I told her about Healy. Wow. And I just thought I must find out more. So while we're talking, I'm just going to Google on my other device.
Okay, all right.
And see.
Okay.
Oh gosh.
Oh yeah, Yvette. Yvette is saying something I can't hear.
I was just going to say, maybe the creative homeopathy might help him.
Okay, we can't see your face. We only see your lips.
Yeah, that's the point.
I don't know. This afternoon, I can't get my right position at all.
Oh yeah, there it is.
You're good.
Yeah, you got it.
You got it. Yeah, it's perfect, Yvette. Perfect.
All right.
Yeah.
Yes.
Because we could only see your mouth moving.
Okay, sorry.
Okay.
Yeah, I was just saying that creative homeopathy might be able to help him.
Yes, I never thought of that. So I might offer to do a remote. You know, I'll have to ask her if she's open to that. But that's a good idea.
Yes.
On I mean, in the first instance, a scan.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah. Yvette, I think that's perfect because you get that permission to say, can I do a scan? Because if you do a scan, even though it doesn't have a name, it's going to give you different.
Well, that's right. Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, so can that be remote? I mean, I am doing remote
Yes.
Healy.
Yes.
But
So
the only thing I'm not sure of is, when you set up the client, how do you get their vibration if you do it remote? That's the only thing.
Okay, so this is what you do. Let me
I mean, I
see
know if they're in person, what you do.
Okay, so
you hold it
the
like that.
vibration. Okay, remember that. Okay, so when you get the picture, they get the picture of the person.
Yes.
And you put their name, their full name,
Yeah.
and then the date of birth.
Yes.
And if you put in, date of birth, and then what else is kind of critical? If you some of things like the address doesn't really matter, but if you have a place of birth, whether they're born, whatever nation they were born in, so you put that, and then when you say you want to record you just record it because it's going to pick up the picture to record their this in their aura.
Oh, right.
Yeah, so that's all it does. It will pick up their picture.
So I would hold it. Say, even if I'm not doing it on a Zoom, just say I've got the photograph of them, because I've tried to have the photograph on another device. Okay. Do I hold it up to the photograph? Do I just? No, you don't need to. No, you just put it down. It's just right down. Let it right there on the ground. And then what you do, I think sometimes we talk about, you remember the finger where you say press your thumb? Yes. It has nothing, it doesn't reach your own thumb. Right. It reads the picture, not your thumb. You can even use your leg to step on it. It doesn't reach this. What they are talking about is just about, it just means that there's something is steady. You're a consistent impression that, yes. So he can read your thumb or your whatever, or your leg. It doesn't read the individual. It doesn't read the individual that is accessing it, even though you have to put that. Some people think, it's going to read my fingerprint and it's not going to be the person. No, it doesn't read this. It's good, really good. Yes. That is really good, because that's the only thing I've not been sure of. Okay. And I mean, I did my cat, and I actually managed to put the paw on that fingerprint. You don't need to do that. Even you're doing your cat, you don't need to put the paw. You don't need to do anything like that, because it's about consent. Just think about it as a pressure, but the pressure of human pressure. I mean, which means something is steady, consistent. Yes. So like I say, you can use your finger, you can use your toe, you can use your leg, and it's still, just being that quiet and having it to run through. But what is reading is not the finger, it's not what is being pressed. It's it's like, go ahead.
If you have the right intention, so if you're thinking about that person, or you're praying about that person while it's analyzing it, you cannot, that's brilliant. That's right. That's just that one little thing that I wasn't sure of. Yes. Because there's quite a lot of people now that I've got as clients that I do remotely. Quite a lot. That's wonderful. That is wonderful. So they don't need to come, they don't need to press it, and they just run it for them, and then it's growing by the day, really. Well, that's awesome. Yes. I mean, the thing is, I'm on a different journey to some. It's not like people want to buy the device yet, but like we've heard. You share, don't sell. You share healing. Yes. You just keep on sharing. You just keep on sharing. If people begin to so which one thing I want to start doing is actually do, because when I did, there was a couple of people in Canada. I did that reading and this, and they bought, even though the Canadian is not open, but as people begin to experience it and be able to see a change or feel a change in their life, I mean, how long you're going to be able to run that for them? It's not, unless, of course, they're paying you a lot of money every day, every particular time. But you see, you know what? They can actually get this. You can say, hey, I can help you, as time goes on, to see if there's no money to start it, they can start to save a little bit, and be able to get one. Absolutely. So, you mentioned Canada, because I've got some friends in Canada. I know there wasn't
they couldn't join. I forget what it is, but can they actually buy a device?
They can't buy it now. That's what they're working on right now.
Oh,
They
right,
can't
yeah.
buy straight, but you can register them. And then like I have a sister, I have 3 people that purchased there in Canada. But what they did is they purchased using somebody's address. Okay,
Right.
okay. What they did is purchase using someone's address, and then we just sent it to them. I have a sister that also purchased, and then but Canadian, they can register and become a member. You know,
Right.
they
Okay.
can become a member. They just that
Yeah.
the market itself has not been opened, and I think that's what they were working. I
Yes.
think yes, and you know, so we were
That's
hoping
really
that by
good.
the end of the year they were going to open, but they're opening they extending to Costa Rica. This is Costa Rica is the one that not Costa Rica, but where are they opening this time? They're opening
Don't know. I haven't been able to watch any of the, WhatsApp Wednesdays and different things. I've got to need to catch up on that.
Yeah, so
But I know they're going to soon. I know that.
Oh yes, they talked about the Berlin, going to Berlin, but I know that Puerto Rico is who they opened as of the 1st of November.
Oh,
You know, and then and I know they're talking about Mexico itself. They're going to open Mexico. So I think between Mexico and Canada, those are the 2 areas they're working until they're able to have a market like a warehouse where that is approved by now people can actually purchase from Canada straight. But I know they are working on those things. So we have, if you have somebody that a lot of people that purchased a lot already. A lot of my friends had a lot of people in Canada and they already purchased. All they did again is using some this and like when I purchased from my sister, what she did, I used our address and then I now sent it to her, and then and what I did is just transfer. So I transferred everything to her, and then all the people that they purchased, they're using it. They're using it fully. So you have no problem using it. And and many times if you log in on WhatsApp Wednesday, somebody is in Canada because asking questions. So let me see. Yeah. So that's Oh yes, Pink App. Yeah, Pink App. Search doesn't give answer for is that trauma or tumor. So something. Is this a tumor or trauma? Yeah. Okay. So something was, we're gonna work this out. We're gonna try to see how we can find out this. But what you're doing, Julie, is really amazing because that's about, one of the persons I was driving today and listening. So what happens when I'm driving, I'm listening, I don't hear everything. So I hear some. Yeah. So, but I heard, I heard them talking, a lady was sharing how, of course, they opened a space where they're doing an analysis and, doing, what do you call it? Yes, they're doing analysis on people and then, allowing them to experience Healy themselves. So, but you're talking about, what's she talking about? She's talking about because they have an extra one that allowing people to be able to experience it, and the key thing she says is just continue to share it because you don't know where people are. It could be financially they're not in that space to purchase it, and you don't blame them because if you look at it, I mean, with the amount of money, especially people who like the retired people who have income is a bit, not up there. And even the people that are working, I have a couple of people I shared yesterday, and they're like, how much is that? Then I shared that the level. So that's the level. You can begin with a small level and now move up when you have this. So I just kind of share it that way. I know that for us, I mean, for business, if you want to really get the extra one, the gold does not give you that touch, but it doesn't matter. It just if people can begin to experience it with
absolutely, and you do get the free other ones, don't you? with that, a couple of other programs with it.
Yeah, you
With
get it. It's
gold.
not just the gold. I think
You get the pain, I think. The
you
pain.
got the pain, yes, which a lot
Yeah.
we need. And the gold, somebody was saying that even if they don't have anything else and they have gold, one of the time waiver guy saying, that before just the gold and be able to engage the gold is that the gold frequency on the pew and just be able to say it gives him at a particular time, it gave him everything that he needed. So it's not really like, like I go through, I don't give him, honestly, I haven't been able to go through all the program. The only day I would say I have really gone was that when I was telling you that I had that swelling, but it was vibration was I used the blue dot. I did a resonance, so I couldn't. I haven't gone. There's a lot of program.
Yes.
And sometimes when you have so much, you don't know where to start.
Well, exactly.
Like,
I mean. I mean, I'm doing nails because my nails, I don't know why they're not as good as they should be. I've always had good nails.
Okay.
And they're not bad, but they're not growing as well as they used to. So I'm thinking I can't just do the nails once on the pink axe. I've done it about 7 times. I've taken a picture of the first day of my nails. I've taken a picture.
Oh, wow.
Difficult to tell yet whether there's any difference, but I've got to persevere with it, really.
Wow.
With that.
When I went for the MRI, I was really concerned because it's electromagnetic, which is not good for us, right?
Yeah.
But I did the protection program.
Oh, yes.
The whole week before, because somebody had recommended that last week.
Very good.
So I did that. And that's the first time I've used that one, because like you said, there's so many other things I need that, applicable. So, but I really felt protected when I went into the machine. I didn't have any, negative side effects from it. Or I had to put a contrast in me, which I think I told you contained metal. So after the MRI, I did the Pure, I did the couple other gold programs the very first day. And the next day I did some more gold, but I did the protection again because I'd been exposed, to that. So it just gave me so much confidence to be able to go through that, having the Healy.
Wow.
Because
that's really helpful. Yeah.
Without it, who knows?
Yeah. And I think, go ahead, Julie.
Well, a few weeks ago, I had to go to the eye hospital for a checkup because I had laser last year before I came on Healy, I think, or the year before. I had to have laser it's to do with the pathways that are too narrow. So it can block your eyes and you can get, eventually it could lead on to glaucoma, but I haven't got glaucoma, but it's preventative. And the thing is, there's so much equipment that you're on there, this high tech. So really, I didn't even think about using the protection. I've not really used that much at all.
Yeah.
So, I mean, that's high tech, magnetic, full power, and I think that would be good to use.
Yeah, yeah, that's awesome. I do remember even like I'm one of those people who I know that some people have issue with the vaccine and all this things, but for me, again, like you guys know that I work with LAPD, so I'm a chaplain. You see my badge, I'm LAPD personnel, a chaplain. So so what I did before there was this, I did run pure, I did all this, and I did protection. I run the distance, so like, but then even when I went, I think the week I went, I didn't do anything. I said I'm covered with the blood of Jesus, just like when I go take you know what, because okay, so 2017 I took I don't know if anybody have taken it's a cold flu vaccine. Do you know, almost died with flu vaccine? Yes, I fainted. And you know that I was just went because when I went, I think we just had a new. My daughter had a baby, and you know they were concerned that want to make sure that they mom is these things, and so I took it. I took it, and I passed out in the night, and but I crawl. So first of all, it was like it's like I just left, and then but my body was just struggling, and my husband, nobody. I was just me in the house. So I'm crawling, I'm pulling myself to the door. I happened to get to open the door. I called 911, and I don't know what happened. All I know that I found myself in a hospital. But it was so which means that
you're allergic to something,
and whatever it is. So this time's like anything vaccine, whether there's a polio, whatever, because I had to take all. I work with people on the street, would have different kind of stuff, but because of I was managing different program when I was in I had to take all this hepatitis B, all this. I had to take all these things in order to do the work I'm doing. So this one wasn't any different because I'm taking them all. So but just speaking the name of the Lord and over myself, and I went, and it's like I have to be covered to do whatever the Lord called me to. So something about using the Healy, the protection.
That is really good.
And be able to, I went in, and people are talking about all this effect and all this effect. It doesn't affect me because I am covered. I'm covered with the blood of Jesus.
Absolutely, yeah.
On the Healy too. Healy in different directions. So so I just encourage each one of us. Go ahead.
That's really so helpful, because it's kind of a focusing in, because I think I could use the gold far more than I do.
Yes. Because you look at it, even I know someone, time waiver programs for post-vax. Oh, wow, okay.
Right. That's
she
good.
said that. Oh, that's awesome.
Time waiver. Is that on Spooky too, Kathy? Is that under the Spooky too? That time waiver? I don't know.
Spooky stuff.
Yeah.
It's not spooky.
I saw
that. But they just go.
That's what they're kind of. But
time waiver
spooky stuff.
Pardon?
The spooky stuff. I've seen it on Healy Replenish, and somewhere else I saw it. What is it? They call it spooky.
Yes.
Is it on our not spooky?
Oh, not spooky.
Mother
I mean,
medicine?
they have the Rife machine. It's Rife machine frequencies, and the person who gives these frequencies, as far as I can tell, is doing it at the goodness of his heart. But they are the Rife frequencies, say for migraine or for all the different things. But the difference with those is they don't do the customized frequencies. They're good, but they're the Healy will do the customized one, won't it? Especially for you.
Do you know there's a girl also, I mean, there's not just her, there's a couple of people that are sound wave specialists, that are able to actually create. Of course, that's how this come about. The time waiver is a motherboard or the mother of this, and so everything. So even we're looking at Healy as a 1 year or 2 year, whatever, started in 2019. But actually, if you go back, it has like over 15 years back in, because time waiver is the motherboard or the mother sheep, sheep, it was just large mother sheep, and they got the small sheep. small sheep, which is the Healy. But they have with I know a girl, she has which is also a specialist, time waiver specialist. So she's able to work with you and create actually the frequency that whatever it is that you're dealing with, she's able to create it. Also, I know she dealt with people that are having, like traumas of childhood and all this, and she worked. I mean, she charges quite a bit, but but she's able to work with you individually, but also work do a group teaching, and then create what it is. Because somebody told me, and so I wrote to her, and then she just asked me, "What is it that you need, and what area?" I haven't responded to that because I just wanted to know if she gonna respond to me. I like I was hearing somebody share what different frequencies they've gotten specifically for their what they're trying to bring back into the world, who they are. And the people that are dealt with childhood trauma, so she's able to create a frequency to kind of deal with that.
Wow.
So there's amazing things, people are, they have already created, and they're able to actually, the good things that they're able to actually, you buy it, actually able to download it into your Healy. So it's not something, so you're able to buy it. Yeah. So
that's really good.
that's awesome.
There is one.
Okay. Go Yvette.
How does the coaching module compare with that?
The coaching module, I don't have it yet. And that's one gift that I promise I'm going to give it to myself, or unless because my husband can give it to, anybody can give it to me as a gift. That's what gift I'm looking for. So that's something I actually want to have. I thought I could have it by the end of the month, but it just haven't happened yet. So hopefully that will be either Hanukkah present or Christmas or whatever. That that's what I'm looking for at the moment. So
have you got it, Yvette? Have you?
No. I just wanted to know how would that compare.
Yes.
Well, the time waiver, we're talking about the time waiver kids. I mean, the specialists. They did well. That big. Those like the coaching are done by the the Healy. I mean, of course, with time waiver kids that I want designing that, but individually, they are specially that create their because they have individual organization, they have individual what do you call it, business. So they do that on the side. They do that on their own business side, to create things for you, because that's what they have been working with over 15 years. Yeah. So it's not all the time with people that are creating things, doing all the stuff for the Healy, but all of them, if not, or most of them have their own business practice. So they just get, after they finish their training, they get licenses as a time waiver specialist. You know what I'm saying? And then so they run with that, being able to create things, being able, yes, and work with people individually and collectively.
Yes, I mean, thinking of the gold cycle and the deep, was it the deep cycle? Two different men that have created those, but they've been using them in their practice for a long time. And then it was put on to Healy. I mean, I don't know much more than that, but yeah, they've got so much experience.
Yeah, it's the gold cycle, which is Mr. Nino Nuna.
Yes.
Nina.
Nina Nuno or Nuna Nina.
He tried to say that fast. Nina. So say that fast. But he's the one that created that. And there's a partnership between Marcus Schmicker and him, to have that. So there are different I would say agencies or health homeopathic doctors and practitioners that come together, have things that are already created, and then so they're able to kind of either license it to Healy. Yes,
that is such a blessing. It really is.
It is.
It really is.
Totally.
Can I just ask one little question? I ran a remote before we came online for a friend who's going through something. And I just used it from the list, her recorded one, because she was with me in person. So I thought that would be good. So it was run Healy All, I think, and it was Meridians 1, but I've never seen the program. It said Epigenic. I've never seen it, but
Epigenetic, yes.
Yeah, but I've not seen it on the pink app.
No,
I mean, it's not on there.
It's only on the
Blue
dot.
Oh, it's
Blue
only on the
dot.
resonance.
I think
Oh,
so.
right. That's why. It's just I've never seen it before. And it, you know, when it was scanning, when it was playing, I put it on for 5 minutes. I thought I've never seen that before. The epigenetic.
Epigenetic.
So what does
Epigenetic.
that mean then?
You know what? This, Ken Close always say he's epigenetic, and then he
Oh,
started
yeah.
genetic. So then they started something that happens on Monday. I watched it once, recorded once, but it's also the lady who's also licensed as, or who's also trained as epigenetic.
Oh,
And so, and then yeah, but when they're talking about, I need to study more about that. They're saying that each one of us,
epigenetic. Well, epigenetic. Because funny, we have a device, but it's not really a device. It saves life from people going into anaphylactic shock, called an EpiPen. Do you have the same? So that's it, because that word is epi. You see what I mean? I wonder whether it's part of the same word. Epi. It's an EpiPen. So whether it's I don't know. I could look it up.
Okay, yes, epigenetic is a biology relating to or arising from non-genetic influences or gene expressions. Epigenetic, and yes, so formulated than the surrounding or underlying rock formation. No, for this one, epigenetic is a study of how your behavior and environment can cause changes that affect your way genes work. So like that makes sense. Yes. So unlike genetic changes, epigenetic changes are reversible and do not change your DNA.
Right.
So it doesn't change your DNA, just a study of how your behavior and the environment that you're in affects. Yes.
Oh, that's
affects
good. It's like an umbrella, what we would call an umbrella title.
Yes, yes.
Kind of a collection of.
It's the study of how your behaviors and the environment can cause changes, like the behavior, what you're doing, and the environment you live. If you live in a chaotic environment and you act chaotic, then so it affects the way that you express your genes express in the world.
Oh, right.
If you're calm and live in an environment that kind of promote peace and harmony, you're able to express differently. You know what I'm saying? You see kids coming from like a very hectic and beautiful relationship. The way they express. So. But he said this is reversible. So if it's reversible, so which means it's not fixed because it doesn't affect your DNA. It can actually change it. That's why that's really what we said, because when we receive Christ, we become a new person. The environment that we're in changes now. We become the household of faith. So we move from there, and now we become children of the kingdom.
Well, we're transferred from one. Well, it's a kingdom in darkness to the kingdom of light.
That's right. Yes.
So. Well, my dictionary says that it's pertaining to epigenetics, specifically the process by which the expression of genetic information is modified on a molecular level without a change to the DNA sequence.
Yeah.
Isn't that exactly what the Healy does?
That's what it is. It doesn't change your DNA. It just
It's your molecular.
It's molecular. Yeah.
Molecular, level, right?
Yes. Wow. Very good. Very good. Thank you. So where out of interest, and if this is on the resonance, where is this program then? If it's not on the Pink app,
I think it's in the resonance. Epigenetic. Oh, you know what? No. Listen. So it is. I have. Do you have this bioenergetic vitalization? That's that's the one. Okay, so that's the one that you subscribe. So I subscribe to that.
Yeah.
And epigenetic is one of them. You know,
Right.
they have a lot of things on sale. Yes, you have a lot of stuff on sale. Epigenetic. They have a person like, you know, so that's that. I've seen that in that particular
Meridian.
program.
Why did it come up the Meridian though? You said it came up Meridian.
You reading? I said, but did you do a scan?
You're talking to me now?
Yes. It was just a
scanning. This is when a friend of mine came way back in the summer, and we did a scan. I think we must have done all Healy. So I thought today I'll just go to the list under that name of the client, and I played it, but I'd never seen that name before. That's why I asked, because I you know how it goes slowly through. It's about 5.
Yeah, able to read it.
And I thought, I've not seen that before, because you know I just didn't notice it when I ran it on them. But
all right.
Thank you.
Anybody? It's awesome because
so much learning.
And then you remember there was a time that they sent us so many, and there was and I think Destiny actually was able to tap into that. You know, so they had sent it out, and I think at a particular time in the night, I don't know if it was by error, but those who were dealing with the Healy at that time, it wasn't just her was able to capture it. It was like all this program was released, but it released to and then they had to take it back. But if you were awake at that time or whatever, if you're using a Healy at that time and you're able to capture it and do an analysis, then you still have it.
Yes,
you know,
absolutely.
so then
I mean, I didn't.
Then you will have it like, you know, in what you run already. So
yes, those lists are amazing. I must say, I am trying to use it more. I've said it a few times on Zoom, but I'm naming them a lot more.
That's good. That's very good.
Yeah. So that you can easily see, you know, what it was. Yeah.
Okay. So my dears, anybody who have any other anything to comment? If not, I do have a 2 o'clock appointment, and somebody's already knocking on the door. So
it's gone quickly, hasn't it? The time.
It's gone so fast. It's like we just started. I didn't know. I just heard a knock on the door, and I'm like, oh my God, okay, I have a 2 o'clock appointment. Yes. Well, thank you so very much. Let's continue to use it. I can't wait. I'm actually wanting to have a place where I can begin, because now I have actually 3 Healy, and I need to be able to put it to work. I gave 2 away. No, not give. I mean, I gave it for people, but they have holding it. So, and every time, so anyway, I'm going to get it back this week. So I have 3 to actually begin to share with people. You know, all they can say is no, and no doesn't mean I never want to see it again. But it's just like no, it's like not now, or no, I'm not in a space now. So I'm be okay with people saying no, and that's what I'm learning. Because usually when people say no before, it's just like I take it personal.
Yeah, rejection.
But it's nothing. It's like, oh, I'm being rejected. Oh, you know, that kind of thing. But no, just say like, you know, the space where they is no, and no is a word, and be comfortable with that no.
Yes.
And don't let the no stop you from, you know, talking to somebody that may be a yes in the near future. Okay.
Yes, absolutely.
Yes.
Very good.
All right, my dear. I love you all, and
love you all.
Yeah, having a wonderful time today together.
God bless you all.
God bless you.
Bless
Okay, bye-bye.